Boxing beginner mistakes corrected. The first mistakes we're going to go over is when you're rolling. And the first mistake is this. Rolling from your back. Just like this. This is all wrong. When you're rolling, you need to be rolling from your legs. Bend your knees and coming over. Transferring the weight from your left leg to your right leg. Just like that. The second one is looking at the floor when you roll. Now when you're rolling, you might be rolling, bending your legs, but you're looking at the ground. That's all wrong. You can't see what's coming at you. When you roll, you need to be looking at your opponent at all times. You never take your eyes off your opponent. And the third rolling mistake is dropping your guard as you roll. When you do that, that's wrong. All wrong. You don't know if the next shot your opponent's going to throw is a body shot. And if it is, you're going to walk straight into that. Instead, you want to keep your guard up and roll under. So your roll altogether should look like this. You should have your hands up, looking at your opponent and rolling from your legs. Just like this. Transferring the weight from your left foot to your right foot. Now let's go over some punching mistakes. The first one we're going to go over is a very popular mistake. And that's when people punch, they punch as if they're pulling an arrow. The rear arm goes back as the front arm comes out. Just like this. And that is incorrect. What you need to be doing when you're jabbing is keeping your rear arm protecting your chin, just in case you're countered. Just like that. I'm pushing off the rear foot when I jab, pushing off my back foot, twisting at the end of the shot, and my guard remains still. Second mistake I'm going to go over. Your punch starts to your chin, hits the target, but a lot of beginners drop it back down before raising it up. And that's all wrong. What's going to happen is that if you box someone who's clued up a little bit, they're going to see that, time you, and counter you. Instead, you need to go from your chin to the target, back to your chin. You need to go from your chin to the target just as quick as you go from the target back to your chin. The third mistake we're going to go over when you're punching is making sure that your shoulders are protecting your chin. You don't want to punch like this because it's leaving you open for counters and you will get countered and knocked out. Instead, you want to punch with your shoulders protecting your chin. Just like this. Alright, now let's go over some footwork mistakes. Really and truly, I should have done footwork first because your feet are the most important part of your game in boxing. Now, if you want to have a wide stance, be well balanced, strong and secure. Now, a mistake that a lot of guys do is they bring their legs together, and this is all wrong when you're stepping. You don't want to be stepping like this. Because if you do get caught like this, it's going to be a lot easier for you to fall over. Instead, you want to keep having a wide guard. Whatever foot is leading in the direction you're stepping in goes first. Just like this. Another mistake is having a stance that is just way too wide because you're not able to move agile. You can't be agile. And just as you can't have a stance that's too wide, you can't have a stance that's too narrow because you're not going to have a firm, balanced stance and you won't be able to throw powerful punches. Instead, you've got to stand shoulder width apart. Shoulder width apart at all times. And the last mistake for footwork we're going to go over is crossing your legs. Your legs should never cross like this. Never. As I've gone over, your feet should always be wide apart in a well-balanced stance. That's 9 boxing mistakes corrected. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video for more future tutorials to come.